He be still be playing live. You gotta catch that dude though. You gotta catch him. Like he'll be offline. And sometimes he'll appear offline sometimes. But you gotta catch it. Like you gotta catch him. Like I got a gameplay of him, me and him. We were playing together. Shit, don't keep my PS4, man. My baby ain't going nowhere. My baby ain't going nowhere. My baby not going nowhere. Yeah, I'm finna play a league game now. I play it though, man. It just be though. Some people think it boy like they got y'all, you got different opinions. You might not like it. Yeah, yeah. And what team like his team against the other team? Yeah. Yeah, I'm small forward. Let me see. I'm 6'7". 6'7" for small forward. Hold on, real quick. About to put the jacket on. I'm gonna get back on 18 to grind too. I gotta play, man. I got to grind up. It's your boy NBA Live on G. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I ain't doing them little short string. I'm gonna get in the bed, bro. Say who? Yeah, I'm gonna do that too. Even though I'm gonna be tired, I ain't gonna be nothing, bro. I'm a mop, bro.
Oh, shit.
Get tired, man. We complaining. You do your own complaining. Well, you'll be tired. You do what the go complaining. So you're gonna be tired.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We are at United Center in the Windy City. Tonight, the Chicago Bulls taking on the Brooklyn Nets. The opening tip to the Bulls, and we're underway at United Center. Young to Chris Dunn. Sets him up. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Short jumper off the mark. Kevin Durant with the rock. Tough move in close quarters with the crossover, and they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Irving, down low Durant. Nice pass to set things up. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Goes to the right side. Dunn. To Young. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
Old school equals high percentage.
Irving into the front court. Looking to make something happen to Durant. Kevin Durant, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Chicago possession. Dunn to Zach LaVine. Nothing going here on that drive. To Young. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. To Durant. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Zach LaVine trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 82%. Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. Irving with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Almost. And he's not getting the call. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
I got blocked.
Dunn to Young. From long range. Can't get the bounce. Durant across the timeline. Leads one. Kevin Durant. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Young.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right.
Dunn.
Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships?
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. To Durant. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Travis Young swats it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Durant. Oh, whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Time to shuffle things up. And that'll be...
Come on, y'all, let's go get it. It's on up. Substitutions.
Bulls have it. To Markkanen. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Here's Irving into the front court. Up by 3. Kevin Durant. 4 out of 7.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
To Markkanen. Whoa! What a finish!
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Leads 3. To Durant. It's a big finish. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Goes to the left side. To Markkanen. It's Brooklyn's ball. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Kevin Durant at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Career 88% from the line. One free throw, count it. It's a...
We know what's coming. Go get him. Substitutions.
Kevin Durant lets it go. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down. Kevin Durant has it. Yes, tough shot. It's got to go up to go in.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. KD with the rock. And finishes strong. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Young. Going to launch beyond the arc. Off the mark. No good. Jared Allen with a piece. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. To the rim, lays it up and in.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
On your right, on your right. Watch that cutter.
The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Not that time.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nets.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Gets a look. Can't hit. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know what I love about this kid, Ed? His eyes never once wandered to where the defender was. They stayed fixated right on his target, the basket. That's why he's a prolific shooter.
To Dinwiddie. Has a look. Dinwiddie shot, no good. Plenty of contact. The shot, no good. Dinwiddie into the front court. Lead stands at 10. Screen coming.
Screen coming. Hey, I got your help. Get mine.
The screen sets him up for 2.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Beyond the arc for 3. That one off the mark. It's no good. To Dinwiddie. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not going down here.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Good.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. He throws it down.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Deep 2 there. Won't go.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Under a minute to go before halftime. Off the assist.
What I like about Spencer Dinwiddie is that he's a worker. I remember he got hurt his last year in college at Colorado, still decided to take a chance on himself, went into the draft, got in the second round, and now I see him still defining and refining his game.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Kyrie. And scores.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
I'm on D.
Here comes the screen.
Make it tough on him. Make it tough on him.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's it. First half has come to an end, and the Nets enjoying some breathing room.
Here, caught fire.
I've got your EA Sports halftime report. Have a look at the leading scores for the Brooklyn Nets. The Bulls were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead.
Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but
Game track. Bench points.
the Chicago Bulls are getting enough bench production in this contest. Their reserves need to step up and start making an impact in this game.
Player of the half.
Kevin Durant is doing everything he can on defense to get the win. He's blocking shots, he's getting steals, and he's set.
Fellas,
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. The Nets have it. Irving. Young to Chris Dunn. To Levine. Five seconds to shoot. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Flushes it home.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Irving to Durant.
Screen coming.
Irving to Hollis Jefferson. Thaddeus Young. Huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Zach Levine doing what he does best. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Durant with the basketball up top. Up a dozen. To Hollis Jefferson. Irving for Durant down low. Oh, he had him there for a second. Shot from the lane won't go. To Zach Levine. Knocked loose. Nets have it.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
No.
I got him. Here we go. Yeah, keep him hit. There you go.
Fakes. Drives to the rim and scores. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Kyrie across the timeline. His team leads it by 10. Easy pass to the rim.
Whew, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Yep, I got him.
Rondé Hollis Jefferson with the block. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
What's up, man? Chillin', man. Little career game you play, man.
Thaddeus Young trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 67%. Free throw good. A three-point play, and they're back within single digits, down by 9.
KD getting dropped.
Durant across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Lets it fly from long range.
Oh,
And Kevin Durant
good.
nails it from
I think KD,
downtown. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Free throws coming up.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
First one, count it.
You gotta put a light back in. You gotta put a light back in, baby. Okay.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Yes, sir. Get a light back in.
Irving into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Thaddeus Young sends it away. Knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Durant. Fires the three. That no good. Off the mark. It's Chicago ball. Levine. Here's a chance from long range. They need something to go down. It's no good. To Durant. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. To Levine. Has a chance. Zach Levine looking good. 4 for 5.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To Durant. Levine. Kevin Durant sends it away. And they retain the possession. Irving to Durant. Jordan, the jumper's off the mark. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Kevin Durant snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive. Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. And scores, plus the foul. DeAndre Jordan, another strong finish, going to the line for a chance at 3.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
I get credit for credit due, man. God damn, dude.
The free throw, good. And they add one more to the lead. It's up to 11.
That's it. You got 7,
To Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba powers it through.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect. But pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Durant to Jordan. Won't go.
That's me. I got ball. I got ball. I got so far.
To Mo Bamba. DeAndre Jordan able to recover with the block. Kyrie with the rock.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Kyrie Irving for 2. Second effort. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Mo Bamba. Throws it down. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Durant with the basketball up top. It's a 9-point lead. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Trying to cash in, and a chance coming up at the line.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Dinwiddie into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Off the assist.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
A lot of contact. No whistle. Brooklyn's got it. To Dinwiddie. Deep left corner. Fires the three. Not that time. He missed it. To Markkanen. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. For 3, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good.
I got him, I got him.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Deep right corner. Markkanen. Driving right to the basket. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson. Tips it. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Dinwiddie. Scores from the post.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Jordan. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. He's now 5 for 6.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
To Markkanen. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
From long range, hits it, and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
The defender cannot be caught with his hand staying in the cookie jar. What I mean, contesting that pocket. You have to keep that hand going in and out, going in and out. Keep the offensive player thinking about where your hands are at all times.
Count that one, and a 4-point trip. To Durant. Going to launch beyond the arc. The Bulls clear the rebound. Taurean Prince rejects it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
That's at a...
Hey, this up game. Let's take it home now. Let's go.
Irving to Hollis Jefferson. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Irving with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. Stuffs it down with authority.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Kyrie Irving lines it up for 2. Can't connect.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
There's a pass stolen by Chicago.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Oh, pass stolen by the Nets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Got it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Done. Able to convert inside.
There's something to be said about a guy that can make the game easier for everybody else on the court. We call that dropping dimes, very similar to the way I'm dropping nuggets on this broadcast.
To Hollis Jefferson. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To Zach LaVine. Mitchell Robinson pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Irving. To Hollis Jefferson. To Irving. 4-3. Cleans it up. And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
It was right there.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
And draws the foul.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Wilson Chandler at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 76% from the line. And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both.
You know that's easy. They can't guard you.
Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Irving.
On your lap, here he comes.
The Nets now with 4 to shoot.
Hey, back door, watch that back door. Hand up.
Can't connect. To Levine. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Zach Levine. He's got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Has a look. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
He gets it.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Here's Irving into the front court. Up by 6. A bad pass, and the Bulls have it. So important to take care of the basketball. Easy 2 on the other end after the turnover.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Leads 4. And he knocks it down, Jay.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Dunn to Zach Levine. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Knocked loose. Bulls have it. Won't go down. Brooklyn with the basketball. Irving. Surveys the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. Irving. Off the mark. Here comes the screen. Mitchell Robinson swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Can't connect from in close. Now the Bulls will take the timeout. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, they could have really used that one, but the shot's no good. To Durant. Runner's good there.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Got him. I got him. Here we go.
Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. It's the Nets who are victorious as they get a good win on the road. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. When you look at these highlights, you can see how this team was able to earn the victory in this matchup. Great
Game drive. Field goals.
This was a matchup in which solid shooting was prominently on display. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I'm loving enjoying all of these highlights right now. Great job of effective, efficient scoring from these. The Bulls lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency, these are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And here we've got the upcoming games for the Chicago Bulls. This team did everything they could do to secure the win. Great job by both the players and the coaching staff. Check out the leading scores for the Brooklyn Nets. The Bulls finished on the losing end of a close score. This loss is sure to be all the more bitter because of how well they shot from beyond the arc. Their percentage from three-point range was outstanding. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
Kevin Durant seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again, he kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Take a look at the upcoming games. But this has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
Little sliders on him, boy. See how you play like that in the way. Yeah, they're quiet, man. They're chilling. Laying back, man.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Quicken Loans Arena, tonight the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Chicago Bulls. The opening jump is won by Chicago. To Young. Levine looking for his man. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Big pick right there.
Evans to Clarkson. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession, though.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
To Zach LaVine. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Nope. First one does not go. Second and 3. Got it.
Oh yeah, I like that.
To Love. To Evans. Thaddeus Young snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Oh, emphatic slam.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. Clarkson. It goes down.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Oh, Carter with the rejection. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Cavaliers. Levine. Oh, you can sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
To Young. Works it up top. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Off the mark. No good. The follow won't go either. Clarkson with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Evans. To Clarkson. Fires the three. Won't go down. Has a chance with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Evans. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Thaddeus Young sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Chicago with the possession. To Young. Levine. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Levine. From long range. Zach Levine forcing that one there. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Carter. To Love. Oh, he missed a short one there. The follow won't go either.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
4-3. Tough shot there for Chris Dunn. No good. Clarkson with the basketball. Down 2. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Zach Levine. Young. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Clarkson. Evans. It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. To Mo Bamba. And count the basket.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Clarkson with the basketball. Leads 1. Evans to Clarkson. Goes to the left side. To Love. Can't connect.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Oh, had him going there for a second. To Young. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Cavaliers with the basketball. To Evans. To Clarkson. Oh, he had him there for a second. Here comes the screen. Johnson off the mark. To Chris Dunn. And scores. Strong take.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Clarkson with the basketball. Down 3. Doesn't get the bounce. Thaddeus Young swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Pass stolen by the Cavs. To Wendell Carter. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. To Chris Dunn. To Mo Bamba. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Cleveland has the basketball. Screen coming. Probing the defense. To Clarkson. Here's a chance from long range. Well, their first 3, and they're right back in it within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those that dropped earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
What happened, man? What happened? You chilling, man.
Wide open look won't go.
That's called a heat check right there. Surprised he missed that one. That was an open look.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Goddamn classic, man. Goddamn.
Jordan Clarkson trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw up and good. And the 3-point play puts them up early in this one. Cavs at the controls. To Wendell Carter. The Cavs secure the rebound. Clarkson with the basketball. His team up by 1. Jumper's good.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Look out, Larry Nance Jr. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Markkanen. Lets it fly from long range. This young man with a great stroke, even when it's well defended.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
The pass set it all up.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
It's Chicago ball. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
first free throw. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one.
Number 31, John Henson. I'm here. I got ball. Here we go. I got him. 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
And finishes strong.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
The assist from number 31, John Henson.
To Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba powers it through.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
That's rebounded by Chicago. To Markkanen. For 3. He made his first effort, but not that time. Rejected.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Mo Bamba. Offensive board. Another shot won't go either. Ball in possession of Cleveland. And he finishes at the rim.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago.
Substitutions, Chicago. Substitutions, Cleveland.
Gets toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Beyond the arc for 3. Cleveland has the rebound. Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Has a look.
Man, what
Open
happened,
look,
man?
and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Oh, the one they see you coming early.
Look, as a player, this stuff happens all the time. No need to make this into something bigger than what it really is. Move on to the next play, get locked in.
Here comes the screen. To Young. Kevin Love rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
The drive right to the basket. Runner here won't go. Chicago basketball. And the finish. Slam dunk.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
I got him. Here we go.
To Evans. Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Evans. To Love.
Come on. Trap. Flashing. Bump him.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the mark. Count the basket at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Cavaliers with the basketball. There's a pass stolen by Chicago.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Nance. A bad pass, and the Bulls have it.
Face up, face up. It's me, I got it.
Nothing going here on that drive. Pulled in by Kevin Love. It's a turnover as they head the other way. It's a big finish.
That transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Big stuff and a lot of traffic on the way to the rim.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Going to launch beyond the arc. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
From the painted area, won't go down. To Levine. Driving right to the basket.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Evans.
Oh, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Add 2 points to the board.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Deep right corner. Levine. Down to Young. Thaddeus Young. 3 for 6 now.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Cleveland has the basketball. Shot from the lane won't go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration. .15-footer at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first half. The Cavaliers have the lead.
Time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Cavaliers are in a close game thus far. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scores for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Bulls are keeping things exciting in a close matchup.
And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists.
Have a look at the leading scores for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. Bench points.
The coaches are getting the kind of bench production that can make for some interesting rotations. Keep an eye on the substitution patterns in the second half.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was gold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
My bad, yo. Yo. Excuse me, who?
To Evans. Carter.
It's all about that. Gotta get some little snacks, huh?
5 to shoot for Cleveland.
No good. When I saw this team come out and warm up, everybody looked focused. They looked into the game before the game even started. I saw a completely different team at halftime. Guys were coasting around. Guys were talking to girls in the stands. Guys were playing around with the ball boys. They weren't focused, and it's showing up right now in the second half.
To Evans. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
An easy two, get back on defense.
To Mo Bamba. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school
See you, man. I see you in
equals
the
high
chat, man.
percentage.
Yo.
Cavs at the controls.
What's up, Blase? Yeah. Hey, man, my George is drifting too, man.
Shut up. Off the mark. What on earth was he thinking? To Chris Dunn. And throws it down.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Zach LaVine doing what he does best.
A two-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach LaVine play.
You
But you
go
can't
ahead, you
become
go ahead, man.
obsessed with just attacking the rim.
Kid,
You have
that
to
hoop
continue
on
to
my
expand
shooter.
your game
Go ahead,
and really give
man. Hey,
Chicago that
I'm
lead
on
guard
career
that they
right now,
haven't
man,
had
you
since
know.
D. Rose.
Do a little razzle dazzle, man. Get him some games in his career game.
To Love.
You just not told me, man, we lost the last game.
The drive, right to the basket. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. To Chris Dunn. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Now ready to shoot at the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes
Man,
you
you
just
gotta
gotta let
grind
them
your
play,
shit out,
ref.
man. Go ahead and grind them up, man. Do your thing, man.
Wesley Johnson, couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. To Young. Here comes the screen. Sent it. Knocked it away.
Oh! Some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Gets a look. Can't hit. They'll get it down to Johnson. Finish that. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Young. The rebound taken by Cleveland. Had a chance, but it's no good.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
To Mo Bamba. Young. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
To Love. Here comes the screen. Love to Evans. Has a chance and the finish. Jay, that was unguardable.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
To Love. Fine to shoot. Kevin Love. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To Zach LaVine. Can slam it down. Kevin Love with the block. Fourth this contest.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Dunn sets him up. To Evans.
I got ball. I got your help.
Love. Here comes the screen. Dunn. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? The shot and a putback slam.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
To Chris Dunn. Young. Fires the three. Not getting the bounce. Ball in possession of Cleveland. To Evans. Oh, nice find for the basket.
You hear coaches talk all the time about passing the ball on time and on target. As a passer myself, if I can deliver the ball to you in a position where I cannot give you options to think, but just go up and make the play easy, that's a win-win.
Kevin Love. He's 3 for 7. Now the Bulls will take the timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Space is limited, so you must act soon. Visit our team website for
Right there, right there.
Evans driving to the basket, but his shot won't go. To Mo Bamba. To LaVine. From long range. Cleans the offensive. Slams it home on the putback.
Not really known for attacking the glass, but I like that hustle. We need to see more of that.
Clarkson with the basketball. Up by 3. To Love.
You got him.
Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Out of here. Robert. You see this Robert? We'll just go with Robert.
Yeah, boy, he was good.
A couple of cracks at the line now.
No. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. Bulls with the rock. That pass stolen by the Cavs. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Off the mark on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. To Markkanen. 4-3. Tough shot for Markkanen. No good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
From the outside, no good. To Markkanen. Trying to cash in. He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
To Clarkson. And he buries it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. And draws the foul.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Mo Bamba at the line. First try, no good. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip.
Way to hit. Way to hit.
Cavaliers with the basketball. To J.R. Smith. Shot from the lane won't go.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Now pass taken away by Cleveland. Christian Thompson with the slam.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Smith with it up top. His team got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. The follow won't go either. Smith with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Stuffs it down with authority.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Cruises inside for 2.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Cleveland has the basketball. To Clarkson. From the painted area, won't go down.
Hey, lock up.
Can't connect from inside. Clarkson with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Oops, he missed the first one. Knocks down the second after missing the first.
Good shot, buddy. Good shot, buddy. My ball.
The rebound taken in by Cleveland.
Here we go.
To J.R. Smith. Has a look. Smith shot, no good. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
John Henson at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Unable to connect on the free throw. To Markkanen. Lets it fly from long range. This young man with a great stroke, even when it's well defended.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
To Markkanen. Nothing going here on that drive. For 3, not that time. He missed it. Smith into the front court. Final minute to play in this third quarter. Here comes the screen. Smith. Cleans it up. Oh, and a putback.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Beyond the arc for 3. Textbook defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Markkanen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Oh, yes, me and you. Me and you. Match up, baby.
20-footer at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. The Cavaliers with the lead. The Bulls take possession as we start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Has a chance. Off the mark. Evans to J.R. Smith. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Hey, at least this time he puts it up.
To Markkanen. And it's Smith there for the rebound. In the front court comes Smith. Lead stands at 10. Clarkson to J.R. Smith. Oh, had him going there for a second. Smith. Down to 5 on the 24. Trying to cash in. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. To Markkanen. Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, that's how it's done.
And your big is the one making that happen. Every time he's involved in a PNR, he's slipping it, forcing that guy from the weak side to come down to help. Quick skip passes equal 3s in the bank.
Curling inside, Larry Nance Jr. Huge block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Smart play to
I'm going to get ready to come back.
of the defender. That will get you
I'm going to lay in the game now for the 3 now.
Tyreek Evans. He's got 2 shots coming. Shoots it at 75% for his career. And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. And the rebound cleared by Thompson. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
J.R. Smith at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. Bulls have it. To Young. Nothing going here on that drive. To Young. Fires the 3. Not that time. He misses. Clarkson with the basketball. It's an 11-point game. Evans. They'll get it down to Thompson. The rebound cleared by the Bulls. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Clarkson with the basketball. The lead is 11. You've got to get that one to go. Tough make through traffic.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Clarkson with the basketball. The advantage is 13 points. To Evans. Over to the right side. Fires the 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Bulls with it.
Watch that cutter.
To Markkanen. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. To Young from long range, and Thaddeus Young. It's good off the quick release.
Well, I like what you're doing right now. It looks like you're running some DHOs into PNRs. That's dribble handoffs into pick and rolls. You keep running that action, you're constantly going to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Goes to the right side. To Young. 4-3. Can't connect. It's no good. And he's going to the free throw line.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team, because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose but really good habits to gain.
Number 8, Zach LaVine. Stepping in, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Number 30.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Mo Bamba. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Mo Bamba, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. Misses the first. Second one's good. Splits the pair.
Good shot, good shot.
To J.R. Smith. Here's a chance from long range. Misfires. It's no good. Levine to Mo Bamba. Off the assist.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Clarkson with the basketball. They lead it by 14. That is great vision to set it up. Count the bucket for two.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Mo Bamba. To Markkanen. Scores from the post.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To J.R. Smith. Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Levine to Markkanen.